This is Arita Town, Saga Prefecture. The Kakieimon kiln, with a quiet atmosphere, is surrounded by greenery and paddy fields. Many artisans demonstrate their skills with potter's wheels, in paintings, or other processes. As master of the kiln, Sakaida Kakieimon Vp inherits the 370-year tradition.
先祖からいろんなことをですね伝えていただいたおかげで今の自分たちがあるっていうふうに思ってます。ですからなるべく昔の人たちの仕事っていうのを尊重しながら次の世代に受け渡しをしていこうという、そういうことをちょっと考えながら仕事をしてるんですけど。
Arita ware was born about 400 years ago. The discovery of pottery stone as material for porcelain in Izumiyama, Arita Town led to porcelain making being introduced for the first time in Japan. This was when Sakaida Kizaemon, later Sakaida Kakieimon I, was 20 years old. After years of devotion to authentic porcelain making, Kizaemon, just before turning 50, accomplished a historical achievement, the introduction of irue, that is, overglaze in colors. He succeeded in adding vivid colors to pre-existing Somitsuke porcelains, or porcelains overglazed only in blue. In the 17th century, the Dutch East India Company started exporting Arita ware on a full scale. Among these exports, Kakieimon porcelain was loved very much by the royalty and nobility in Europe, who wished to have it on hand as a status symbol. Kakieimon works had great impact on potteries in Meissen, Germany, and Chantilly, France, both of which later flourished in Europe, as well as Jingdezhen, China. The world has long admired Kakieimon. Kakieimon ware has attracted popularity for the beauty of its unique styles, cherished for more than 370 years. This is a memorandum inherited by the Sakaida family, a document about the origin of akai, that is, overglaze in red. The methods of mixing paints have been handed down from generation to generation, only through successive masters of the family. The paints used are basically red, blue, green, yellow, and purple.
昔の調合は伝わってますけど、今の絵の具に合わせて自分たちでその都度調整をするっていう形になるんですけど、昔は赤絵って言って全ての色っていうか色い時期のことは赤絵って言ってましたから、やっぱり赤っていうのは一番大事な色だったんじゃないでしょうか。一番気を使って使ってますけど、はい。
The base of this porcelain features the soft and warm color of milky white, like water in which rice has been washed. This is the Nigoshide base, unique to Kakieimon. This milky white base was invented in the 1650s so that Itoe, or overglaze in colors, would be most highlighted against it. This color of white, unique to Kakieimon, is created with pottery stone from Izumiyama using a special production method. Fine unsymmetrical patterns are effectively arranged against the white Nigoshide base, in beautiful contrast with the blank space. This excellent harmony, highlighting the beauty of the blank space, earned high reputation at that time. In the late 17th century, the production of Nigoshide porcelains gradually fell for such reasons as the increasing popularity of porcelains overglazed in gold, triggered by the resumption of Chinese porcelain exports and subsequent trade restrictions imposed by the Tokugawa shogunate. Amid widespread expectations for the resumption of Nigoshide production after World War II, Sakaiba Kakieimon XII and his son the 13th succeeded in restoring Nigoshide porcelain based on old documents after much trial and error. In 1971, in the age of Kakieimon XIII, a Kakieimon Pottery Technique Preservers Association was established. The Nigoshide technique and those involved in its preservation were designated as an important intangible cultural property. The restored Kakieimon style was firmly established by Sakaiba Kakieimon XIV, who was designated as a living national treasure. And the skills and tradition have been preserved by Sakaiba Kakieimon XV.
14代の時代のいろんな人たちから聞いて覚えた工場でですね、ろくろを引いたりとかしながら絵を描いたりしながら覚えたっていうのがありますので、12代の頃からいてくれている職人さんとかが伝えてくれたりとかですねしているので、昔からの技術を間接的にずっと受け継いできて自分の中にあるんだなっていうふうに思いながらやっています。
Sumigaki is the process of drawing patterns in India ink on pure white clay. This is the most difficult and important process to decide the ratio and balance of the white blank space and patterns. Sakaiba Kakieimon XV paints patterns in a natural, simple style on various types of ceramics. He is now painting familiar plants. Sakaiba Kakieimon XV sometimes sketches in a sketchbook. He says that he just sketches an object single-mindedly as it looks, without considering creating works based on the sketch.
父なんかは野の草花みたいなのが多かったんですけど、私はどっちかというと樹木みたいなですね、そういうものが今のところは多いかなと思いますね。
The Kakieimon kiln has been preserved by generations of Sakaida Kakieimon masters and many other artisans. Each process in their porcelain making contains the style that the Kakieimon kiln has cherished. Clay produced with Izumiyama pottery stone from Arita and natural pottery stone from Amakusa in Kumamoto is shaped into porcelain works. Round shaping is a technique cherished from the Edo period. Artisans create soft, beautiful shapes by hand in a subtle and skillful manner. Another shaping technique is molded shaping. The Kakieimon kiln has preserved more than 800 molds. Artisans cover a mold with clay and then press the clay to form irregular shaped dishes and the like. After the shaped pieces are dried for a certain period, a finishing touch of shaving is added to them. Finally, the shaped vessels are wiped with a wet piece of cloth or a wet brush. After being fully dried again, the vessels are fired at about 900 degrees Celsius before being overglazed. Rough patterns are drawn on the fired vessels. Line drawing is the process of drawing thin profile lines with zaffer. Painting out is the process of painting the inside of the profile lines with a thick brush soaked with zaffer. Layers of zaffer are used to form a gradation. The vessels are glazed with a mixture of pottery stone and ash of isunoki plants. This process requires thorough care to avoid unevenness and flows in the glaze. The next process is the main firing in a wood-fired kiln, similar in structure to a climbing kiln. Japanese red pine is used as firewood. The entire process of main firing, including grilling, tempering, reducing, and finishing, takes 2 days. Kiln fire reaching 1,300 degrees Celsius swallows the vessels.
その時にならないとわからないですからね、天気とか風向きとかいろいろあるんでですね、緊張もしますね、はい、楽しみでもあります、はい。
This is the day when the vessels are taken out of the kiln. Glaze on the vessels has melted after firing and changed into a brilliant glassy substance. After the main firing, the fired vessels are painted in colors. Artisans put a sheet of patterns copied from a model pattern to copy the pattern onto the fired vessels. Innumerable sheets of patterns are stored in chest drawers.
松竹梅取りっていうやつですね。 あとこちら、これボタン取りですね。焼き物を作ると作品を作ると必ず一つは作っておくっていう、そういうものです。
Newly created patterns can thus be reproduced accurately. Thin, sharp profile lines are drawn with red and black paints. The next process is painting out. The inside of the profile lines are painted out to form a gradation with red, green, blue, yellow, and purple paints, basic Kakieimon colors. After being fired in the Akai kiln at about 800 degrees Celsius for approximately 10 hours, Kakieimon porcelains are eventually finished.
昔からのものを引き継いだからにはですね、次につなげなければいけないということで、次の時代を担う若い人たちに自分たちが持っているものをつなげていくっていうのが大事かなと思いますので、我々が持っているものを今の時代の人たちにこう見せることで思いっていうものをこの時代に残すっていうのもあるので、そういう2つのことをやっていこうかなと。もうちょっと答えが出るのには時間がかかるのかもしれないですけど。
Experiencing the raging waves of history since the start of the Kakieimon style in the Edo period, generations of Sakaida Kakieimon have explored their own world of beauty. The beauty of the Kakieimon style, supported by Sakaida Kakieimon XV and other excellent artisans 370 years after its birth, will continue to survive as a unique porcelain style.